Good evening, Andy. Thank you for joining us after this 2-0 victory over Buxton this afternoon. Your thoughts on the performance?
Wasn't delighted with the performance, if I'm being really honest. A bit similar to the last game at Rushall. Didn't have enough possession, didn't win enough duels, and wasn't on the front foot, and if I'm being really, really honest. But, as we keep saying, it comes down to results, and I thought we did enough to win the game in the end without creating loads. So they had a lot of possession. We didn't really create anything either. But I was a little bit disappointed, especially first half, because we wanted to be really proactive, really positive, really start the game well. They're not having a great run of form themselves, so we felt they're perhaps coming here expecting a tough game. And I felt, whether it's too much respect or we just wasn't quite at it, we give them a bit of a shooing into the game, if that makes sense. Give them a bit of, a lot of possession and give them a bit of confidence, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, I wasn't particularly happy, certainly at half time. I thought we could be a lot better second half.
Andy, it's interesting that you said that in the way you did, because when we were commentating on the game, it was almost as if we'd set our stall out to not concede early, because of course in the last 3 games we've had to come from being a goal down to win a game. It's almost like we were too defensive to start with. Do you think that played on the lads' minds a little bit? Whether
that was the mindset a little bit, I don't know. We equally said that we can't keep giving the goal away early because you're not going to keep coming back. So that was part of the game plan, but that's every week. You want to start a game well. I just feel when we're at home against a team who haven't been doing well, we want to be on the front foot and put them, under pressure from the start. We didn't really do that, so it sort of gave them a lift. So I was disappointed with the start, but ultimately I did say at half time, even though you're not playing well, they haven't created anything. We can get better. I'm sure we can. And I felt it was a game. I looked at them, I looked at us, I looked at everything else. I thought it was a game we needed to get some points out. Although we've been on a great run, we're at home. We're at the right end of the table, and say nothing's a gimme. But they've been struggling a little bit. They don't deal with set pieces as well as some teams, so we were conscious of that, and we didn't put enough pressure on them.
Well, it took until about the 83rd minute for Tamworth to get the noses in front, and the 12,500 fans that were in the ground were sent into raptures, the majority of them anyway. And it was a different game from there on, wasn't it? Tamworth looking to pick off Buxton on the break, and we duly got the second through Finney late on.
Yeah, again, like I said, teams are going to sit and try and limit our chances. We know that, and it makes it hard to break down. So, like I said, it's a good trait to have. Where if you're not going to, I kept saying if we're not going to win it, we don't want to lose it. It might be a valuable point. So that was in the mindset. We made some changes. We freshened it up. And like I said, we got the goal at a great time. I thought Kai come on and made a difference. Although Ben had actually done well, he wasn't particularly one I wanted to change. But Kai's a little bit different. He got in, and we got the goal. And so then the game opened up a little bit. Of course it did, because they had to come out. You always fancy to pick a team off then.
Well, you've just alluded to the substitutions. Again, if you look at the bench and utilising that squad today, all 3 made a massive impact on the game when they came on.
Yeah, and that's the frustrating thing from the 11 that started. We kept the same 11 because it's been, we've been doing well. And I sort of said, look at the players sitting on the bench. They're all good enough to take your shirts. And then there's 4 or 5 sitting in the stand that are all good enough to take the shirts. So we've got such a strength in depth. It's disappointing when the lads didn't do better than they did to start with. But it was a collective thing. So, like I said, whether it's a mindset, I don't know. But yeah, when you can turn around and you've got the players we have on the bench to come on, yeah, it's a nice problem to have. And it freshened it up. All 3 of them done really, really well. And it says I'm saying the same things really week in, week out, but it's about the squad, it's not about the 11, it's about the whole group. For us to maintain, I looked at, we've got 6 tough games in January. Well, they're all tough, but we've got a busy month. And I said before the game, we'll know a little bit more where we're going to be at come the end of the month. And that's a great start today, but we're going to need all these boys to get where we want to be.
Well, you say a busy month. Well, that starts again on Tuesday away at Warrington on a Tuesday evening. Not something you would choose to do, but of course it's a rearranged game. So there's no rest up for the lads. Now it's a case of address any wounds, etc., and get them back at it again. Is it something that you feel that you may be able to freshen up a few things for Tuesday?
Yeah, we'll look at options again. Like you said, it's hard when you go Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. We know that. They trained twice last week, so we'd only gone Saturday to Saturday, really. We'll look at it again Tuesday night. That'll be a tough test. They've got a good home record, especially recently. It's a long way to go midweek. We know all that, but we're not going to make any excuses. We've got to go there, and if you want to be successful at football, you have these challenges are there, and you've got to get past them. So that's the next one. So we've got a massive group. We've got 23 players, 22 players or whatever, all fit, raring to go. So we'll look at it again, and we'll go there Tuesday night with maybe a freshened up squad, maybe not. Who knows? I might go the same 11. No one knows at the moment. But we'll go there, and certainly the lads who are out there will need to play better than we have the last few games. If I'm being honest, to get a result. Over 90 minutes, but yeah, we look forward to it.
Okay, Andy, as always, thank you for your time.
Cheers, thank you.